This is 6 News at Sunrise. Coverage you can count on.
Here's a live look through our Altoona can this morning. It's really nice when you wake up in the morning and it's not so crazy cold outside that you need to run back in and bundle up even more. 19 degrees outside of our studios in Johnstown. No, we're not seeing any negatives this morning, which is really some great news. Good morning. Glad you're starting your day off with 6 News at Sunrise. Today is Wednesday, February 25th. I'm Lindsay Ward.
And I'm Bill Brown. Jim always says it's relative.
Yeah.
If another part of winter, if we saw 19 degrees, we think, man, that's really cold.
It is.
It's like a heat wave.
Like a heat wave. Well, we had record cold yesterday. I was looking at some stats. Point Barrow, Alaska, the furthest point north, had a high of 8 above and a low of 4 below. So, you know where the cold air is.
Here.
Yeah. Welcome to the Yukon, but it will be rather nice today by comparison. Here's look what's on radar. A few snow showers pushing in, coming off of the northwest. Cold front is bringing back a replay of more Arctic air. We're going to bottom out again by the end of the week before we climb to above average levels. You see some snow showers moving through Clearfield County at the end of that loop, down into Fayette. So right along the old Mason-Dixon Highway, perhaps Route 40, moving a little further to the north. We're getting a burst of snow in a little while. But down east of the ridges, clouds are breaking. We'll see a little sun across the area, but the theme will be for western Pennsylvania, mainly cloudy and off and on snow showers. 19 in Johnstown, Emporium, and DuBois. 22 Punxsutawney, Somerset, 23 in Bedford. Now temperatures will rise maybe 3 or 4 degrees and then start to gradually drop later on today. Wind chills above 0. It feels like 4 in Johnstown. We're grateful for that. Who'd have thought we would be talking about a wind chill of 4 above? It's feeling pretty good. Winds are out of the west right now, 18 miles per hour, perhaps a gust of 20. And we're looking at the bigger picture. A lot of cold air in the Great Lakes, but milder air is going to move in over the weekend. But perhaps a little bit of a wintry mix and some snow. Off to school today, and again, we have no cancellations or delays. That's a first this week. 19 currently, in the 20s when you come home. I'll have your forecast coming up. Back to the news desk.
All right, thanks, Jim. Right now, a commentator for ESPN is suspended from his show after making insulting comments about Penn State students and alumni on Twitter. It started when an alumnus tweeted to Keith Olbermann about last weekend's thon. Olbermann ended up saying, quote, anyone with a Penn State degree is uneducated and has low morals, quote, end quote. He has since apologized. He was suspended from his show until Monday. Penn State issued its own statement saying, quote, we challenge him to make a donation to Thon. We could not be more proud of our Penn Staters and their selfless commitment to helping families and children affected by cancer.
Police in Blair County need your help right now in searching for a man who they say held up a sheet store. Officials say it happened just after 3 yesterday morning near the Penn State Altoona campus on East 25th Avenue. They add a man threatened the cashier with a knife and took nearly $200. If you know anything about this, you're asked to call Altoona Police.
New at Sunrise, there's salt and brine all over the roads, of course, trying to keep us safe with the snow and ice, but it could be damaging our cars.
Our Erica Sanish talked to an expert and joins us live now with more on how you can save your car from getting into trouble. Erica?
Now, while the salt on the road might keep us safe when we're driving, you might not realize how damaging it is to your car, and it could end up costing you thousands. Now, first, if you ever have any warning lights come on in your car, such as the brake or fluid lights, you want to make sure to take it in to double check that everything is running okay. One thing you don't have to worry about is why your windshield may be fogging up on the inside. Officials say that happens when you get in your car with snow or slush on your shoes and then turning the heat on, which puts moisture in the air that will settle on the windows. Another thing to remember is the salt that follows you into your car every time you get in and out. Vacuuming that now and every couple of weeks during the winter months is a good idea, and you could save money from buying new mats later. Road salt and brine can be extremely corrosive to your car and could end up rusting your car's exhaust, routers, brake lines, and framing of your car, all from the high amount of calcium in the salt that eats away at the steel.
Rusting through, usually, I mean, that's a huge amount of money. I mean, even brake lines, you figure from front to back, and there could be thousands of dollars worth of damage.
We're out driving, you want to stay at least 75 feet behind the car in front of you so the salt from their vehicle doesn't spray up onto yours. And take your car to the car wash, especially on days like today. It might be nice out later on where you can really get up under your wheel wells and spray that out so you're safe for later on and you won't cause any damage to your car. Reporting live in Cambria County, Erica Stanish, 6 News.
All right, thank you for that, Erica. Well, all morning long, we'll be showcasing our top story this morning, which, of course, is our very own Bill Brown and the fact that this is his final morning show.
When this gang of reporters and anchors heard about Bill's retirement, they couldn't let him go without their own personal send-off. Here's 4 former WJACers via telephone.
Hi, Bill. It's John Meyer.
Ryan Leckie.
Julie Sidoni.
Brittany Boyer.
We all used to work at WJAC in Johnstown. Now we work here at WNEP in Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. We want to wish you the best, Bill.
Bill, you've been a great mentor to so many of us. I had the privilege of working with you on the morning show for a number of years, and also proud to say I was in the Bill Brown fan club. Big fan.
I have not only worked at WJAC, but John and I grew up in St. Mary's, so I was a Bill Brown fan before I was ever a Bill Brown co-worker. You really were great to work with, Bill, and we wish you all the best in retirement.
Congratulations on all your years at WJAC and enjoy your time off.
Love you, Bill.
Oh my gosh.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Oh, those guys were great.
Yeah, it's amazing how like all of them kind of ended up in the same place there.
Yeah. John and Julie were here for a while. John actually did weather. He did weather in the morning.
And apparently you did too.
So did Brittany, is from what I understand.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, and Julie was great. And Ryan Leckie, one of the nicest kids. I can't even say enough about Ryan. Great guy.
And he still does mornings
very
over
talented,
there.
yes.
Yeah.
As all of them are. Thank you for that.
Pretty amazing. All right, we'll have much more on today honoring our Bill Brown. Surprises he won't even see coming. Stay with us this morning.
Now, your severe weather Team 6 forecast in high definition.
Good morning, 20 in front of 6, and we get a midweek bonus. Nicest day of the week with temperatures in Johnstown at 19, DuBois and Emporium, 26 in Huntington, 23 Bedford. Westerly wind with the downsloping helps to give you a few more degrees of warmth, but Somerset's at 22. Look at this. This is how much we've gained since yesterday. With bitter cold temperatures in the minus teens, we're 24 degrees warmer in Johnstown, 36 higher in Indiana. Winds are westerly, kind of a strong breeze, 10 to 20. And the wind chill factor really not all that harsh this morning. Thank goodness Lake Erie's frozen over, or we would see massive amounts of lake effect more than likely. Snow showers will come. We could get a brief bout of snow, maybe slickening up roads, but that's it today. A few flurries down east of the ridges, 23 degrees in State College. Northern Alleghenies, lower 20s. You'll see a little sun break through the clouds at times. And again, any of those clouds can give you a quick snow shower. Tonight, temperature of 18 tomorrow. We plunge again to below zero by Saturday morning, -5, but then we claw, scream our way back into the 30s by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Looks like a little bit of a mix perhaps on Sunday and some snow next week, but it's a trade-off. Warmer, snow.
I think I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'll take warmer.
I'll do the shoveling as long as I'm not freezing while doing it.
Good, come on over.
Yeah, there you go.
There we are.
I'll just start on your driveway before mine. All right, well, a dozen years have passed since she left, but she'll always be a part of the WJAC family.
In fact, Leah Spangler was a News 6 anchor alongside Bill, covering one of the defining moments in our nation's history, September 11th. Here's Leah looking back at her time on the morning show with Bill.
Police say 17-year-old Kenneth Kissy, I'll not get this name right, well, anyway, he was driving at an apparent high rate of speed when
he is one of the funniest people I have ever met. His sense of humor is so incredibly dry and nuanced that you have to really listen closely to get what he's saying, but his sense of humor is just spectacular, and it would just make the day go so quickly.
And now, with one last look at what you can expect from the weather today, here's John. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, we're going to go to stocks first, then we'll go to weather. Yeah, I was on vacation last week. I can't remember any of this.
He is incredibly caring, just a really decent man, very hardworking. I just can't imagine that I could have had a better experience with a co-anchor at any station anywhere.
We went inverted for a time, I felt I was falling out of the aircraft, but she felt confident that I wasn't, so never, ever experienced anything like that.
I had a great time working here at Channel 6 with Bill and with Jim, and I consider those to be some of my favorite years in my career. I think for me the defining moment in our work together was the morning of September 11th. And I remember very distinctly sitting in the newsroom with Bill and saying to him, "Oh my gosh, I wish we had something to cover. What are we going to put in here?" And within 2 or 3 minutes, the Today Show was on in the background, and within 2 or 3 minutes, it was planes colliding into the World Trade Center. It stands out to me so clearly in my mind. That was not only a defining moment in my career at Channel 6, but a defining moment in my life. Just because your career at JAC is over doesn't mean that there aren't lots of really fun things for you to do in your future. Find something you're passionate about and pursue it.
And I think she has done just that. Leah is the Executive Director, CEO of the Learning Lamp, a nonprofit organization serving about 18,000 children and their families in 30 counties across the state. Wow.
And she did that from scratch. She had an idea and she made that into what it is today. She's incredible.
That's
Leah
amazing.
Bright and nice.
Yeah,
girl.
absolutely. Yeah. Leah was great to work with. We had a lot of fun on the set, and we didn't always agree with things politically, but it was fun talking about stuff. It was really. My apologies to Kenneth, whoever that was, because I never got your name out.
We busted out laughing when we were watching that. Like, we were all in tears. Like, that's always like a hard moment as an anchor, trying to get somebody's name out that you don't know how to
Kenneth
pronounce.
Didn't appreciate it.
Your mind goes blank, and that's.
And you're like, should I just skip over this person, or should I just continue to go?
And I did, very awkwardly, but yeah.
We've all been there. All right, we'll be right back with more on this Wednesday as Bill Brown's farewell show. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now to more former colleagues of our Bill Brown. So many former anchors got their start right here on the set with Bill.
And one of them was Sarah Burgett. She moved to Johnstown for the morning anchor position from an on-air job in Mississippi, and that was back in March of 2002. And here's Sarah.
You're watching Channel 6 News with Bill Brown and Sarah Burgett. Coverage you can count on.
Those are my guys. Jim and Bill, those were my guys in the morning.
You know, we'll get to the 70s eventually again. I promise. Eventually. I can almost guarantee that.
Eventually next month, eventually next year, you know.
Oh, we're so bitter.
But he was my first, it was us. He was my first co-anchor here. I came here and I started with him. Whatever's happened to me since, I started with him.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Channel 6 News at Sunrise on this Wednesday morning, November 27th. I'm Bill Brown.
And I'm Sarah Burgett. Our top story this morning. He's got that dry sense of humor. He's not all the time funny, you know, and just you're laughing here. But we'll be talking, he'll throw something out, and you're just in stitches over it. You are just, I wouldn't have even thought of that. Oh my, so funny. And
I like how Bill laughs. Okay, what are you thinking?
Hey, I didn't laugh for you.
Remember, it's a family show.
6 News at Sunrise will not be the same for quite some time. Because for as long as any of us can remember, Bill Brown has been there. We have all changed. We've all come and gone, the anchors. Bill has been there. And to not have him there, who's going to be able to fill those shoes? You know, it'll be totally different, totally different. To take it easy. The first, you know, don't rush into anything right away. Don't go crazy all of a sudden. Spend maybe just the first week just sleeping in if your system lets you after 30 some odd years. But I will miss Bill. I will miss seeing him.
That's very nice.
Sarah and her husband Chris run a video production company. They live in Indiana County, raising their 2 sons, 5-year-old Trevor and 2-year-old Austin.
Yeah.
So wow, a lot
Sarah
of them.
Was great.
Yes.
And like you said, she came from Mississippi.
Wow, what a difference.
She was like the first change where the co-anchors started to get considerably younger than me. You know, I was in the same ballpark up until that point, and then they got a lot younger. And so, nice stash, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at that. I mean, I forgot that existed.
I'd like to go back in the day and you know, look like Troy Polamalu again. That'll never happen.
Probably not a good idea.
But Sarah and her husband and Chris have a great career that they have
see her
now
in commercials?
You see her commercials all the time. She does a great job.
Yeah, a lot of them
are
still successful. And we'll have much more next. But first, here's a look at our Back to Work Wednesday list. But to get a full list, you can visit our website, WJACTV.com.
Now, your severe weather Team 6 forecast in high definition.
7 minutes before 6, watching a strong Arctic front pass by. The latest satellite shows that Lake Erie, the shallowest of the lakes, has frozen over. So that's going to cut down on the possibility of lake effect snow. But Huron, it's not frozen over just of yet. Some of those streamers could impact us. We will see light snow this morning. This is frontal snow. Pockets of it, nothing too heavy duty, but if you're under a heavier burst of snow, briefly a coating can slicken up the roadways here. Again, here's my forecast as we get deeper and deeper into the weekend. Get a little wetter, but a little warmer. 22 today, hardly a bit of temperature change in most areas. Will slowly fall this evening and tonight into the single digits. High of 18 Thursday, a 50-50 chance of more snow showers. Again, nothing significant, just a quick coating to maybe a ½ inch in some locations. Snow showers will finally drift away on Friday with a high of 14. Skies clear, that drops us to -5 on Saturday morning. 22 on Saturday afternoon, then above average temperatures on Sunday. We should salvage much of the day. It'll turn out dry until 4 or 5 o'clock, and that's when we'll be on the lookout for a wintry mix perhaps to develop. And then off and on snow overnight into Monday morning, but temperatures will bound back into the mid to upper 30s. Some areas might even hit 40 on Monday. That's your Severe Weather Team 6 7-day forecast.
Your cell phone bill might increase now pending a state legislation. It used to be 911 calls were called mostly on landline phones. Now cell phones are the ones who make up most of the calls for assistance. Lawmakers want to increase cell phone user fees, so less county funding is used to support 911 centers. The State County Commissioners Association has identified the 911 funding as a top priority.
Governor Tom Wolf spent 30 minutes on Twitter Tuesday answering tweets about his agenda. Everyone was able to participate in the town hall, and Wolf responded in different ways, like using links and videos. One of the questions he answered was how he would increase early childhood education programs. He has promised to work with all lawmakers to make Pennsylvania an energy leader.
It's been probably one of the most exciting morning shows, I want to say, for me.
I'm blown away by this. This is so nice. All the people who worked on this. My gosh, that's a lot of work, and getting all those people together and everything.
But it was so enjoyable. I mean, just looking at those clips from the past and how your career has gone, it's really amazing.
And like they say on those infomercials, wait, there's more.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's
We're not
true.
done yet.
Whole other hour yet.
Okay, well, we'll have some more stories, I hope, anyway, and Jim's looking for weather, so please stay with us.